Oh, it's that time of the year. It's time to start thinking about getting the lawn ready. And if you're anything like us, your lawn is just as brown as everything else. So
it's not a pretty sight, no doubt about it. But good news, the Scotts man is here. With us is Phil Dwyer. Good to have you here from
Glad
the
to be here.
Scotts
Thank you.
Company. You know, we've been waiting for this moment because we're so sick of the winter, but that means we got to get to it, huh? We got to save this grass and get it moving.
It's easy to do. First thing people start to think about is everything's brown, just mow it off. Once you start mowing, that's when you can begin your lawn care. You're fertilizing, you're seeding, other practices to get your lawn ready.
So you don't do anything until a first mow?
First mow is the best way to know that your grass is growing and ready.
Does that kind of wake it up after a long winter dormancy?
It does. The brown stuff, you're going to mow off the top of that grass, and then you're going to get more sunlight, more water. Everything's going to start to pick up there.
We're just glad to see some sunshine. So if you have bare patches like this, we think about putting hay down and putting in all kinds of grass seed.
There's a much easier way. This Easy Seed product has
thank you, Vanna.
has the grass seed in it, a little fertilizer, and also a protective material. There's a brown core in there that expands.
Look inside this. It'll show you what it looks like. See that good stuff?
I'm in the shadow.
Oh, I'm in the shadow. There.
There we go. So what is that? Why is that helpful?
It's coconut fiber, and we found that this is the best material. So we get it from Sri Lanka. It expands when it gets wet, and it protects that grass seed. So instead of homeowners having to go out every day to water their lawn to keep the seedlings moist.
Is there a rhyme or reason for how much I'm supposed to put on this?
You're going to put it down so that you cover the bare areas. A little more there. It'll just blend in. It sort of camouflages. And I think
does a lot of it just end up going away too? So
not at all. So that's enough for your area. Okay. Once we get it wet, it's going to expand. You're going to see it right before you, like a sponge, expand, and that's what's going to protect the seeds.
How much can you do with something like this?
This each size covers a different square footage.
85?
This one's 85 square feet. We have larger size bags, smaller ones for dog spot repair.
2 acres of land, Phil.
So if you have 2 acres, 2 acres of land, you're going to use our straight grass seed here. This is a sun and shade mix. It'll fit most lawns. You've got sunny areas, shady areas.
Okay.
And what's special about ours is we coat it.
It's blue.
It's blue. It has 3 things in it. A fertilizer, so that makes it easier. A super absorbent material. So again, the watering, we know that homeowners have to water too much. Sometimes they'll forget. This protects the seed.
Is that bad for birds if they carry that off and eat it?
Not at all.
Okay,
there's nothing harmful for birds here.
Huh. Well, Phil, come on, let's walk out here because we've got a spreader out here because you're going to want to fertilize and do all that kind of thing this spring. What's in here?
So this is lawn fertilizer. This is Scotts Turf Builder, and can be used anytime, anywhere.
So nitrogens and that sort of thing?
There's nitrogen, potassium, iron, calcium, sulfur.
Okay.
Nitrogen's your biggest driver of green.
Now, if you're going to use a spreader like this, I mean, the thing's got an up and down setting on. How much do we use when we're going to be spreading?
Excellent question. On the back of the bag is the number for each product, and so we've set that at the correct setting there.
Okay.
And it's easy. You just set it.
Start rolling.
Start rolling.
Here we go.
Get the handle.
Pull this. There we go.
Pull that.
These are all different, aren't they? And
hey, fancy seeing you
here.
Hey,
look at you.
Hi, how are you?
Now, Phil, how often do we need to do this during the spring and summer seasons?
During the spring and summer seasons, you'll go once in the next couple of weeks, and then again in about 6 weeks.
And then in the fall, we're going to do it again so that we're ready for the winter.
Yeah, so fall, the roots are growing again. You're going to want to feed around Labor Day, and then again mid-October.
What about, because it's mowing time, and you said the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the brown that's on the top of all of this. So sharp blade.
Sharp blade.
What else do we need to do to get the mower ready?
You know, make sure that it's tuned up, ready to go. Maybe take it to your local hardware store for a tune-up, get you ready for the whole year. Fresh gas in there, maybe a change of the spark plug, but the most important one is what you said, a sharp blade. You want to cut that grass rather than tear it. A lot of people, they'll have mowers for several years and not even think about changing that blade. That's the best thing you can do to get a nice green lawn with a mower.
Are we fully seated now?
Someone owes me money.
Easier than you thought?
Not bad at all. Thank you. Time to get outside. Can't wait. Really.
Phil, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Glad to have been here.
Thank you.
And we got to pick up after the dogs, too. Got to tell you that.
That we don't have a product for.
We forgot to do that out here.
No product for that.
We checked beforehand.
Okay.
Thanks, Phil.
Lots more coming up this morning. We'll be right back.